My name is Drew Hudgens. I'm an attorney in Zephyr Hills, Florida. I've practiced law for 27 years, and I want to highly recommend Pran Mumma, who is a licensed acupuncture physician. I have worked with Pran for over 15 years. He's taken care of me for several personal medical conditions that the traditional medical doctors, the traditional doctors with white coats, really couldn't address or didn't have time to address. And Pran, with his unique and very specialized medical treatment that centers around the Chinese medical theory of acupuncture and meridians on the body, is able to help people that kind of fall through the cracks medically with the traditional medical establishment. He does acupuncture not only with the traditional small Chinese acupuncture needles, but one of the areas that he's really put a lot of time and study into is light puncture, or light acupuncture, where he shines brightly colored lights on the acupuncture points, and the brightly colored lights of various spectrums stimulate the body's own natural healing processes and have a profound effect on the people that are getting treated. I represent injured people, and I have had many people that have been unable to achieve their optimum results with traditional medical doctors, and I've had many people that have kind of fallen through the cracks, and Pran has been able to help them and get them back where they were feeling good enough to return to work and return to their hobbies and their normal daily activities. He's a very caring physician. He takes a lot of personal time with his patients, and he will keep working with you until you have reached your maximum results. One of the things we really like about Pran is Pran comes to you. He travels. He makes house calls. And of course, you know how hard it is to get in to see doctors nowadays and to make appointments. And he's willing to respond really that day. I mean, I've made phone calls to him, and he's taken care of one of my clients within an hour or two. He's actually come to my home on very short notice, and so he really does care about the patient and puts the patient first. So anybody that you talk to that has had Pran take care of them, I'm sure they'll tell you that he is an excellent doctor, and he takes good care of people, and he achieves maximum results. So once again, I want to highly recommend him. I can tell you from personal experience, I can tell you from observing my family members and from observing several of my clients, that he has done a great job. He's very reasonably priced, and the service that you get from him goes beyond the service that you get from the traditional medical establishment. He has studied extensively not only the acupuncture craft and the light puncture craft, but the acupuncture and light puncture craft as it applies to eyes and eyesight. And I know he's actually traveled to Europe on occasion to study with experts over there about ways to improve eyesight and ways to treat conditions that affect primarily the elderly with vision difficulties like macular degeneration. And he's been very successful with the non-surgical, non-traditional medical treatment of eye and vision difficulties by treating them with acupuncture, traditional Chinese acupuncture, Chinese medical herbs, and also light puncture. And he has several people I know in the state of Florida that have relied on him very heavily to help with their eyesight and vision difficulties, and he has been very successful in their treatment. I've heard their stories, and I've met several people. I've met in particular a lady that was down in Palm Beach that really was just amazed and felt that she'd had miraculous care under Pran's stewardship. So he's very good in that regard.
Why do you think it's important to have alternate medical treatment, or the opportunity for somebody to seek an alternate kind of treatment? Do you think that's important in our world? I mean, as far as the big medicine is concerned?
Well, let's be honest. The way medical care is provided in the United States, it frankly stinks. It could be, you know, with the progress that our country has made on so many frontiers and the innovations and the discoveries and our technological advances, we should have a whole lot better way of taking care of people that are sick, taking care of and providing health care to people that need it. And the way our system works currently is if you have a disease or a problem that fits in a certain pigeonhole, that pigeonhole, let's say you have a sore back or a sore neck. Well, you may go see an orthopedic surgeon. That orthopedic surgeon may say, "Oh, I don't see anything orthopedically wrong with you. Go see a neurologist." The neurologist may say, "Well, this really isn't in my ballpark. Go see a neurosurgeon." And you get bounced around until you fit into somebody's particular pigeonhole. Pran Mumma practices a type of medicine that has been in force for thousands of years before the United States was even started. Our citizens, the American population, is not very familiar with the Chinese version of treatment, but their main principle is do no harm. Figure out what's the least invasive way of taking care of people. And so a lot of people in the American system fall through the cracks. And Pran Mumma and practitioners like him have to pick up and take those people and help get them better, because they're not going to find any relief in the traditional American system. So yes, he's considered an alternative medical provider, but really the medical practice that he is pursuing is a practice that's been in existence for thousands of years and has taken care of millions of people, people way before they even had inventions of X-rays and MRIs and did traditional surgery. So he definitely has a practice, and he has a gift with his practice, because medicine is both an art and a science, and he's good on both the artistry and on the scientific part. So he can definitely take care, or at least help you with a situation that traditional medicine is having trouble addressing your particular problem.